Hey guys, welcome to InJayzBraiN. Today we're on volume 3 of Project Firebird. Today we're going through quite a big thing. Alright, well, first thing, I need to jack up the engine because this part of the project I am going to be removing the oil pan, replacing the gasket, because as I got underneath there, I noticed that was leaking pretty good, or at least it was all nice and wet where it could be leaking. And yeah, my car used about a quart of oil per about a quart and a half now. I was getting about a quart and a half per oil change. So anyway, yeah, I'm just here jacking it up and chaining it up anyhow to jack it and lift it a little bit. Next, going in here with the motor mounts. I just wanted to raise it because I've already taken the tranny out, So with the tranny out, it's kind of nice to have some weight off of that. And back there, I'm going to pull the AC pump out, which, interestingly enough, I got a car kind of told me I needed to do that because the AC pump is bad. I had it checked, and the bearing seal in the shaft is actually where the AC coolant is leaking out, so it's got to go. Which it had to go out anyway because that's the only way I can get the engine mount bolt out of it. In order to do this, they said in the car, without pulling the engine or anything, you have to take out one side and loosen up the other. I didn't quite like that whole idea of taking out the bolts that are holding, for the cross member totally out. So I loosened the one side that I was supposed to take all the way out. I got it out and then tightened it back in about 4 or 5 threads, just enough. And then the other side I loosened up as it said. Now hopping down in here, as you can see me just raging. For some reason I don't use an extension. I don't know why I couldn't find one at this time, but yeah. Anyway, going through and loosening up all the other bolts. And there's a lot on the oil pan. It's about 20. Seems like a lot. I think it's only 18, but alright. And see, you don't have to always follow the instructions totally how they said you do. I didn't have to take those ones out all the way. I just didn't really feel safe being underneath it and having those completely out. But anyway, I was able to get that. Now, the cool thing about this little, the gasket has a whole little windage tray underneath it, which is quite nice. It helps a lot. It gives you a couple extra horsepower. So now I'm just pulling out the sump pump, the oil pump tube, pickup tube. Pulling that, and of course 150,000 miles. These things are stuck on pretty good. Took a little rubber mallet, beat the holy living crap out of it for a while. Just went around, tapped on it, all the way around. Pretty soon it just like, boop. Did you see that? Just like, boop, popped. The whole thing popped open, popped off. Really nice. Now is also a really good time, since you have this out, to replace the rear main seal, and there's a rear main gasket and stuff, which I should have well, yeah, here's underneath it. I'm going through and, of course, scrape everything, scrape the shit out of it, get the gasket back in there, get that on. And of course, you want a little, this says it doesn't require any little silicone in there. There's a few places where I was like, nah. Well, it does say, actually, it says to put a silicone on a couple places in the front and a couple in the back. After I got that squished up there, that's when I put the silicone on it and set it in there. Get that back up. I know, I didn't wash off the oil pan. I could have painted it too. Yeah, I didn't really have the time. And I really, anytime I pull the bottom end of any engine off, which I've done a few, not crazy amount or anything, but I always feel it's really necessary to get it back up and together and sealed again as quickly as possible, because the more you leave it open, the more dust and dirt and stuff, and the stuff that you can't see can really hurt an engine. So that's just me. I just wanted to get it back up real quick. I did wipe it off and half-ass clean the oil pan. Anyway, just going through, and I always started out just barely finger tight all the way around, and try to go into session for like in the center, and then I go to the outsides, and then go back into the other side, and work my way out after I get all 4 edges just barely hand tight. I mean barely hand tight. Anyway, so that's about it for project 3, or day 3, or episode 3. I'm sorry. Yeah. So that's about it for episode 3. Tune in next time. I will try to keep these more posted up to date. However, you know, real life gets in the way, man. It is what it is, and it's just timing of getting these set up to where I could ship them out. Plus, I like to race, you know, so I'm on Twitch and in some of my spare time. It just takes a little bit for me to get this thing going. Once I get the cars done to where they're running and everything, I won't be working on them, so I'll have a lot more time to you know, post a lot more videos and do a whole bunch more cool stuff. We'll be autocrossing them. We'll take them to the track, see what they do, you know. But until next time, guys, we'll see you later. Have a great one, and thanks for watching.